Alright, so I have this Quadro K6000 here, and I wanted to see if I could redo the thermal paste on it. And it seems like it's going to come apart for me. So all I've done so far is these 3 screws here. Okay, we got, looks like 3 more on this side. So we are just going to go ahead and carefully do that. I have this Quadro K6000 here for a different project, one that I have not shown on the YouTube channel yet. Also, Christmas gift. Love this thing, lttstore.com. Alright, let's see if this is going to come apart. I do have some resistance here. This side is opening up just fine. This side not too... Oh? Okay, hold on. So there was the 3 there. Looks like there's also one on this corner. Okay. Trying to be careful here. I went with this Quadro. Ooh, here we go. Okay. Alright. And our front shroud comes off just like that. Okay. Top shroud? Whatever you want to call it. The reason I got a Quadro K6000 is pretty much just for the VRAM. I have a different GPU that I am using for this project. This is just going to be a secondary one. But it has 12 gigs of GDDR5, so why not? And it's only like $100. Okay, so this is actually good because I will be able to clean out this card. Okay. So now I'll do just going to very carefully need a bigger bit. The magnet on this driver is very strong. I love it. Alright. We're not doing the whole thing. Just doing like... Now this one I'm going to do the whole thing because they're all loosened up. But, okay. Do not lose these screws or springs because that's just a bad time. The other thing you got to be careful for is the thermal pads. Want to be very careful of the thermal pads when you go to take the cooler off. Looks like the cooler is already loose. No thermal pads. Okay, that is a massive die. Holy crap. That is a huge GPU die. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's go ahead and wipe these down and find some thermal paste. Alrighty, we are back. So what we're going to do here is just carefully, that is definitely on the dry side. It's not the driest, but it is on the dry side. So this might help cooling just a little bit. Is there a way to oil this fan? Not really. And just from spinning it, the bearing sounds fine. So, just gonna roll with this. And try to be careful with it. But oh yeah. Definitely on the crusty side. And if you're doing this at home, just try your best not to like crush the fins or anything. I've been accidentally putting pressure on the side there, but seems like we're alright. Although it is creaking a little bit, so just try and keep that in mind. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. Now we're just going to carefully take a alcohol wipe and just try to clean up that surface a bit. Looks like I'm going to be able to do both of these with one wipe. So I'll just save this other one here for later. Be very careful on the die. You know, it may be massive, but it's still fragile. Heck yeah. That is neat. Alright. Okay, so now what we're going to do here, I have some stuff here that I am just trying to use up. I'm not worried about it being, you know, crazy good thermal paste, because honestly, most thermal paste will get you to where you need to go. If you want the best temperatures possible, then obviously, you know, use something that's known good. But for something like this, you know, I don't necessarily, I'm not worried about not using the absolute best stuff. So, okay. Let's see how much is left in this tube. That should be plenty. We can go ahead and just carefully put this back on down here. And then, yes, I'm going to check the spread. It's not going to hurt anything by checking the spread. Okay. This is why we check the spread. Now, that could have also just been because there was no mounting pressure on it. Yeah, that is not covering the whole die, and you really want it to be covering the entire die. And when it gets tightened down, it will squish down a little bit more, but we're just going to play it safe. Add a little extra there. A little extra on the corners. Don't go crazy. A little bit goes a long way. But that should get us the majority of the spread here. And you don't have to worry about there being... Yeah, this is a lot better. Alright, I'm going to add a little more on those corners, and then we're just going to go ahead and tighten it up. You don't... Too much can be a problem. Yes. There we go. That should cover the entire die. Too much thermal paste can be an issue. Yes, but not enough is even more of an issue. We're just going to go with this. This should spread it out. And if you're over there cringing and worrying about me taking it on and off, putting air bubbles in it, there's so much mounting pressure. There is not going to be any air bubbles. I'm actually just going to go out of paranoia. I'm going to check this one more time. Okay. Yes, that is fine. And once it tightens down, it's going to be perfect. So, I'm going to go with this. Flip it upside down. And we are going to very gently tighten this back down. And theoretically, it should just stop. I'm only going to go halfway for each, though. And you basically just want to be sure that you are applying semi-even pressure carefully. Which is why I went halfway with all the screws, come back around, do the other half, because the worst thing you can do is crack the die. If you crack the die, it's over. But there we go. There is our repasted Quadro K6000. Like I said before, motor bearing sounds fine. So we are just going to carefully, so if anyone wants to know what the underside looked like, just going to carefully put that back. And now we just start putting in the rest of our screws here. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all that's left there to do. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you are someone who is looking on how to repaste a Quadro K6000, because I didn't find anything online, hope this video helped you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.